Good evening. Good to be back up in North Wales again. Good to see some old friends in the land of my fathers, Rhaina Festiniog and Bruce Coyd. Anyone know Bruce Coyd? No? I will this. I think who said, and now for something completely different. My story is sort of similar in some parts to Garin, but in others obviously it's different. You know, when he said he was banned for 10 or 16 weeks at a time, I was like a walk in a park for some of the stuff that I was involved in. I want to say that right from the start, I'm here to sort of give you my story. When I go on about my past, I'm not here to sort of glorify the stupid things that I did. The reason that I do go on about it is that I believe that if God can change me, He can change anyone. You make up your own mind, you have the Bible bash you or anything like that. You just make up your own mind of what I say, what follows. Well, the most important thing in my life, in my younger years, was rugby. Rhondda Valley boy, just the other valley over from where Garin was born. And I started playing rugby when I was 11 and just loved the game right from the start. In fact, I couldn't sort of figure out how we were able to get away with what you could on a rugby field and not get arrested. I thought, this is fantastic, this is for me. I love running with the ball and scoring tries and tackling and everything. But the thing I loved most of all was the physical confrontation on the field, you know. I was quite successful as a schoolboy rugby player, managing to get in the Wales under 15 squad and Wales under 19 squad and all this type of thing. But the big problem I had was that I absolutely hated losing. And really I would do anything to win a rugby game. Kick people in the head, gouge their eyes, whatever it takes to go out and to win. And as rough a game as rugby is, there's obviously a line that you can't cross. And I used to cross the line regularly, I'm afraid. Even in schoolboy rugby, I used to get sent off a lot and get banned. Then youth rugby. And by the time I started playing rugby for Treorchy, the village team that I played for, I got a reputation, if you like, as a tough guy. And for me, it started to be that I went out on a field to live up to the reputation. And I was always trying to outdo what I'd done the last time I got sent off and just being more and more sort of idiotic. Sort of really hit the rugby headlines in Wales, if you like, when I got sent off in a Boxing Day game. Call it a game, nothing to do with playing rugby at all really. We used to have a local derby against the village team just a mile up the road from Treorchy. But on this particular Boxing Day, I got sent off and basically refused to go off. And then I ended up hitting the referee and then running up the side of the mountain. They're going to abandon the game and all sorts of things and run up the side of the mountain at the side of the field. And obviously the Welsh Rugby Union weren't happy when they heard all about it. And they banned me for 6 months. Which was the biggest ban around at the time. And then 6 months later, I came back and played 5 or 6 games, and then Treorchy were drawn against Cardiff, you know, the glamour club of Welsh rugby in the Welsh Cup. And I lasted 20 minutes. I was on television, and because I just come back off a 6-month ban, and I got sent off again, the Welsh Rugby Union took a different view of things, if you like, and banned me for life. Now, to my mates, you know, to the boys I used to go around with, it was sort of, big tough Chris and all this. You know, deep down I was heartbroken, and because I loved playing rugby. But anyway, I was out of the game then for 18 months, and And then I bumped into one of the guys from the Welsh Rugby Union, the local WRU rep. He said, "Are you still banned from playing?" I said, "Yes, it's longer than anyone else have had. Write a letter of appealing and see what happens." So wrote a letter of appealing. Welsh Rugby Union, being very wise men, as we all know, said, "Oh, right, okay." He said he's going to be a good boy now. We'll let him back to play. So they allowed me back after being out of the game for 18 months. And I played 5 or 6 games again and got into trouble again and badly injured a player this time. There was a threat of legal action and all of this type of thing. And the Welsh Rugby Union felt, I suppose, that the only way they could outdo the last life ban was to ban me for life a second time, which sounds ridiculous, but I am living proof that it can't happen here, that banned for life twice. Then I, out of the game then, couldn't play, so then I took up coaching with my brother Clive, very different type of character for me. And we started coaching our own village team to start with, Treorchy. Had a good bit of success there, and then we went down to Pontypridd to coach, where I met Garen. And I had a great time down in Ponty. I was there for 3.5 years, and I had a brilliant time. I really enjoyed myself there. There was a big furore in the Welsh rugby press that a big club like Pontypridd should have someone like me coaching them. But in fairness, they stuck by me, and we introduced people like Neil Jenkins and Dale McIntosh and people like this into senior rugby in Wales. I had a great time. But I would have to say that while I was there, I did used to think to myself, is this what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life?